Hello and welcome everyone on this official platform of Legacy IAS Academy. So today in this session I am going to discuss one of the most important issue which is there in today's newspaper. And the issue is how Assam Rifles preventing the Manipur Police from doing their duty. So specifically this article of okay this article of Indian Express, there is an article in Indian Express, and this is related to your GS paper 3, that is internal security. Internal security, okay, which comes under GS paper 3 mains examination. Mains examination. So in internal security, there is a topic various forces and its mandate. Various security forces and its mandate. So this issue is related to this topic only. So first of all, let me show you this news article. So this article is there in Indian Express, okay, that the story of Assam Rifles, okay. So why this article is in news? So let me tell you, recently Manipur Police have registered an FIR, okay. Manipur Police have registered an FIR and they are accusing Assam Rifles, okay, of preventing the police from doing their duty. This is the issue. So first of all, we'll try to understand the background of this news. So what is the context of the issue here? So Manipur Police, as we all know that regarding about this Manipur violence, okay, which has taken communal color, and it is also a failure of political system. So Manipur Police have registered an FIR and they are accusing Assam Rifles that Assam Rifles, they are blocking their way with their vehicles and they are also disrupting with their duties. Okay. And they are also saying that Assam Rifles allowed these suspected Kuki militants, okay, who killed Meiteis to escape. That means Assam Rifles is helping Kuki militants so that they can escape from there. Okay. There is a personality called as Meera Pabis, a women social movement, okay, and it is referred as guardians of civil society in Manipur, Meera Pabis. Okay. Now Meera Pabis, which is a kind of women social movement, okay, who is also referred as the guardian of civil society. Now they have demanded to remove Assam Rifles from Manipur. Okay, that remove Assam Rifles immediately from Manipur. Getting my point? That is why Manipur government has written to the Prime Minister of India and they are accusing the force, that Assam Rifles, of being partisan, biased, and they are asking to replace this Assam Rifles with any other paramilitary force. Getting my point? Okay. So first of all, we'll try to understand what is Assam Rifles. Now, this topic comes under your GS paper 3, that is internal security. And there is a topic that is various security forces and its mandate. Clear? So Assam Rifles comes under paramilitary force. Clear? They are also called as Sentinels of Northeast, that they are having their motto of valor, glory and sacrifice. and this is considered as oldest central paramilitary force in India. This was established during the time of British. Getting my point? That is in 1835. Okay, and this is the only paramilitary force with a dual control structure. Now, what does it mean, dual control structure? Okay, so whenever you read anything, always try to understand three things: what, why, and how. These three are important keywords for UPSC examination. So why it is said that this is the only paramilitary force with a dual control structure? So let me tell you that involvement of two ministries in terms of Assam Rifles, that is Ministry of Home Affairs, okay, and Ministry of Defense or Indian Army, which comes under Ministry of Defense. Getting my point? Indian Army, which comes under Ministry of Defense. Okay. Now, how can we say that Assam Rifles having dual control? Yes. Administrative control is under the Ministry of Home Affairs. The administrative control of Assam Rifles, okay, it is under Ministry of Home Affairs. Administrative control. And operational control under Indian Army. So Indian Army is taking operational control, and this is also one of the most important issue between the two ministries with respect to Assam Rifles. Getting my point? So when we say administrative control, what does it mean? That means Ministry of Home Affairs is providing salaries and infrastructure for the Assam Rifles. So Ministry of Home Affairs providing salaries and infrastructure to the force. That means to the Assam Rifles. Getting my point? But deployment, posting, transfer, these things are under the control of Indian Army. Deployment, posting, transfers, okay, deputation, these things are under the control of Indian Army, which comes under Ministry of Defense. Getting my point? Okay. So administrative control, that means retirement policies, these things are done by Ministry of Home Affairs. Getting my point? But all its senior rank, all the senior rank of Assam Rifles, like from DG to IG and sector headquarters, okay, these are managed by army. These are managed by army. This is one of the most important issue, that administration is under the control of Home Affairs and operational control is under the control of Indian Army, which comes under Ministry of Defense. Now the command, okay, who is commanding these Assam Rifles? Lieutenant General of Indian Army, as you can see here. These are some important facts. Headquarter is there in Shillong. Okay, what are the primary mandates? Their main work is to counter insurgency. If you see northeast area, now if you see northeast area, northeastern region, the most important security issue here is insurgency. What is insurgency? Insurgency means homegrown movement. That means within the country, okay, homegrown movement. That is why it comes under internal security. Getting my point? Then second important thing is border guarding. Yes, because if you see northeast is connected with Southeast Asia also, like Myanmar, connected with China also. So border guarding is also one of the most important part of internal security. So these are primary mandates. Getting my point? Now, what are its function? The most important function of paramilitary force or Assam Rifles is maintaining law and order. That is the most important thing in Northeast area, along with Indian Army. Okay, and it is designated by the Constitution Group of Ministers Committee as the border guarding force for the Indo-Myanmar border. Yes, they are also deployed on Indo-Myanmar border, because with Myanmar the most important issue is insurgency issue. Getting my point? Okay. So what are its strength? So around more than 63,000 personnel who are organized in 46 battalions apart from administrative and training staff. Clear? So this is one of the most important thing that we need to understand. Now we'll try to understand why this Assam Rifles was created. That means historical background of Assam Rifles. So Assam Rifles, as I have told you, this was raised by the Britishers in 1835. Okay, so that British tea gardens or tea estates can be protected from tribal raids. So they have created Assam Rifles to protect their tea estates and their settlements against tribal raids. Getting my point? Okay. That is why you will get to know about in modern India, when you read modern history, NCRT, new NCRT of class 8, you will get to know about different tribal movements and the policies of British towards tribals. Getting my point? So you will come to know about these things. Okay. Then second important thing is, initially it was called as Assam Frontier Force. Assam Rifles was called as Assam Frontier Force. So as Assam Rifles was expanded, it was expanded to conduct punitive operations. Punitive operations beyond the borders of Assam. Beyond the borders of Assam. This is the most important thing. Okay. That is why it came to be known as right arm of civil and left arm of military. Assam Rifles is called as right arm of civil and left arm of military, because it is a kind of dual character of Assam Rifles. Okay. And another important thing is battalion forces. Yes. In 1870, the elements of Assam Rifles or the elements of Assam Frontier Force were merged into three things. That means Assam Military Police Battalion. Okay. So this three elements, okay, or you can say the elements of this force merged into three, that is Assam Military Police Battalions, and Assam Military Police Battalions are in three elements, that is Lushai Hills, okay, Lakhimpur and Naga Hills. Getting my point? So this is the issue. These are things which is related to British India. Getting my point? So we can say this is also related to your history also. Getting my point? Because if you want to understand the present context, you should have a kind of knowledge of past. Getting my point? Then another important thing is Darang Battalion. As you can see here, Darang Battalion. Now what is this Darang Battalion? So let me tell you, this battalion was raised before the onset of First World War. This was raised before the onset of World War First. Getting my point? Why? Because it was difficult to mobilize, okay, the new soldiers at a short notice, and at the same time, during the time period of First World War, Gorkha Battalion were on leave in Nepal. And that is why at that time Assam Military Police, they were given the task to take their place. So during the First World War, Assam Military Police, they were given the task to take their place. Getting my point? Then in 1917, the name of this force from Assam Military Police, okay, the name of Assam Military Police was changed to Assam Rifles. Why? Because they have played a major role. They have played a good role in First World War. So Britishers recognized their work during the Great War. That is why they changed their name from Assam Military Police to Assam Rifles. Getting my point? Okay, this is the most important thing. And because in First World War they fought, okay, in First World War they fought shoulder to shoulder with the rifle regiment of British Army. That is why their name was changed. Getting my point? Okay, now Second World War. Now during the time period of Second World War, Northeast, okay, Northeast also a major center because of Japanese aggression. Japanese aggression. So during Second World War, after the Japanese advance in 1942, Assam Rifles, they fought a number of independent actions, okay, behind the enemy lines. That is the contribution of Assam Rifles, okay. That is why they also recognize as a resistance group or victor force on Indo-Burmese border, Myanmar border, okay, because they counter Japanese forces, okay, and to harass the enemy line of communication. That is the most important thing. So their participation is very important. Their most important participation during the First World War, Second World War, then Sino-Indian War, that means India-China War of 1962, clear? And also they have performed various operations, anti-insurgency operations, okay, against militant groups in northeast areas, okay. So there are various kinds of central armed police forces. So let me show you, okay, the central armed police forces. So when we say CAPF, the exam of CAPF is also conducted by UPSC only, clear? So Assam Rifles, this force binds the northeast. BSF, India's first line of defense. CISF, which provides the security to government industries, okay, government staff, property and establishments, okay. For example, you must have seen that on airports you will see that CISF personals are there. Then CRPF are created to control and counter the insurgency. They also deal with left wing extremism, okay. So soon I'll be coming with a video on left wing extremism also, where I'll be discussing this Marxism, Maoism, left wing extremism, red corridors from historical background, clear? Then ITBP. So ITBP is deployed on Tibetan border, India Tibet border, clear? Then NSD. So NSD, they conduct anti-hijack operation, they conduct rescue operations, clear? Then SSB, Sashastra Seema Bal. Now these are deployed on the borders of Assam and Nepal, clear? So these are some important forces, clear? So there are some issues with Assam Rifles. So let me tell you some of the issues with Assam Rifles. Issues with Assam Rifles. Now, what are the issues with respect to Assam Rifles? So, you can just see here. The most important issue is administration. Administration. Now, see, the perks, retirement benefits, all these are for better, okay, than those enjoyed by CAPF. So, although this comes under paramilitary force, but the perks in Assam Rifles and the retirement benefits are far better than those enjoyed by CAPF under Ministry of Home Affairs. Getting my point? So, if you see army personnel, they retire at an early age of 35, and on the other hand, CAPF personnel, they retire at the age of 60. Getting my point? Second important issue with respect to Assam Rifle is NFFU. Now, what is this NFFU? Non-functional financial upgradation. Non-functional financial upgradation. Clear? Now, this is granted to CAPF. Now, this is granted to CAPF. Okay, so that they can financially address the issue of stagnation in their careers due to lack of avenues for promotions. Okay, now if you see on the other hand, army personnel, so here we are comparing Assam Rifles, okay, with army personnel, because the administrative control is under the Ministry of Home Affairs. Getting my point? So on the other hand, army personnel, if you see, they are having one rank, one pension scheme also. They get one rank, one pension scheme also. Getting my point? So this is not available to CAPF personnel, and Assam Rifle comes under CAPF only. And the another most important issue is the conflict between Ministry of Home Affairs and Ministry of Defense. Okay, now it is argued that all the border guarding forces comes under the operational control of Ministry of Home Affairs. Getting my point? Except Assam Rifles, because the operational control of Assam Rifles under Indian Army. Getting my point? That is why Ministry of Home Affairs, they wishes to take full control of Assam Rifles. Getting my point? So this was the issue. Now, Ministry of Defense, what they say that the sharing of responsibilities between the two forces, okay, this will freeze up armed forces to focus on their core strength, okay, and Indian Army. So Indian Army comes under Ministry of Defense. So Indian Army, they say that, they argue that Assam Rifles is always a military force. What they argue? That Assam Rifles always a military force. Okay, that this force is always a military force, not a police force. And that is why Indian Army wishes to take full control of Assam Rifles. So this is the most important issue which is going on between Ministry of Home Affairs and Indian Army, which comes under Ministry of Defense. Getting my point? Okay, that is the most important things. Okay, now this is the main concern. Government should solve this problem, solve this issue, because it is related to our national security. Getting my point? So this was the news in Indian Express. So I hope this is clear to all of you. Okay, so we have discussed what is the issue, historical background of Assam Rifles, issues related to Assam Rifles as well as CAPF. So I hope this much is clear to all of you. So for more such videos, you can subscribe our channel Legacy IAS Academy on YouTube. Thank you so much.